You're listening to Cadenza on KUGR, Cougar College Radio in Pullman, Washington, with your DJ and host, Catherine Barner. So today we have a band from Los Angeles calling in on the phone. Their name is Convey. Can you guys hear me right now?
Yes, we can.
All right, awesome. So go ahead and just introduce yourselves to my listeners and what your roles are in the band.
Sure, my name is Ben. I sing and play keyboards.
I'm Jahan. I play guitar.
Corey, hands the drums.
Awesome. So you guys are based out of Los Angeles currently, correct?
We are.
And you guys, it says you're originally from Boston, so why did you make that move?
It's one of those things where if you're really trying to do this as a career, there's basically two cities that kind of have that scene and infrastructure to enable you to do that. It's kind of New York or Los Angeles. New York is not a very fun place to be if you're poor.
Yeah.
And LA, not every LA, but it's like a little bit more fun to be poor in LA.
Yeah, it is in New York. Independent musician place plus, having a band. So it's just kind of agreed upon place where we can do our own thing and still come together and make music and reach out to the areas along the West Coast.
Yeah, for sure.
How did the three of you guys meet each other and end up forming this band?
I met Jahan in high school, and we used to play in jazz band together.
Oh,
okay. We both met Corey when I went to music school with him. I went to Berklee College of Music in Boston, and met our original bass player, someone different actually playing bass for us now. That's kind of when we sort of got our final lineup, sort of called ourselves Convey, and everything kind of took off from there.
So did all three of you end up studying music at college?
All of us except Jahan did not. Jahan went to train to be a veterinary technician very locally. So we all practiced at Berklee and basically got a vicarious. Yeah, he got a vicarious Berklee education. Got access to all us Berklee snobs. And yeah.
So, did you study performance, composition? What did you study at Berklee?
I studied something called contemporary writing and production. So it's kind of a mixture of production and mixing, sort of DIY production and arranging and composition. So like scoring, orchestration, sort of writing for all different sorts of ensembles. Very little of which I've used. And not too much scoring and writing notation since graduation, but it's good, really good fundamentals, and it's good just giving you sort of that general vocabulary of writing. But yeah, it was mostly Berklee's amazing just because you're around insane musicians all the time. So
I have a few friends currently going there, and they tell me these crazy stories, so I could just imagine.
Yeah, it's really nuts. And Corey, you studied professional music, right?
Performance and business. Yeah, I just met Ben just through other projects and stuff, and they needed a drummer, so we were doing stuff out there, and then it's coming time to either part ways, but we all were planning on heading the same direction, so worked out. So we're still here writing music and getting the word out. Our new EP, Speed Dial EP, it's out now on Spotify, iTunes, all that good stuff. You can check out our single Speed Dial. That's up on YouTube. Really excited about that. It's been out for a few weeks now. It just broke 100K on YouTube, so we're proud of that. And so I think it's starting to pick up here. So we're hoping to start expanding regionally. Hopefully, it'll be up to Washington soon.
Yeah. Well, so you guys probably get this question a lot, but where did the name come from? It's so simple, but it really works for the sound and the style you guys are playing.
You know what? You know what's really funny?
What?
I'm Jahan. I'm the only. This band originally started in like 8th grade, like with a couple of my friends, and I think we came I remember us like just flipping. I think like there's a couple of bands who flip through, you know, like history books,
Mhm.
and then they find something like that, like the Fall of Troy. I think that's how they found. They like open the history book to a random page, and then they choose that. They're like, "This is gonna be the band name, whatever we open it to."
Mhm.
And I feel like I think we were doing the same thing with the dictionary, and then I think, but 5 years like later, I asked our old drummer, who's my friend. I asked him if that's what we did, and he said no. So I actually don't know who came up with it or how we came up with it.
So it's been the same name since 8th grade.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
It somehow survived, and it's like it's a pretty good name, I guess, right? Yeah.
I like the one-liners.
Yeah,
You'd be surprised how many people mispronounce it, though. It's pretty hilarious.
Really?
It's
yeah, Convey.
Yeah, people who don't know the word convey. So
They're probably overthinking it, thinking it like saying convey is too simple, and it's probably something weird. That's what everyone's probably thinking. But so the style of music you guys play, did you choose that because of other music that you listen to, or did you guys have to decide what the sound wanted to be in? Was there any issue with deciding that, oh, we want this alternative rock sound?
I think we were doing a lot of sound searching, especially since we've been out here. We actually had released like a full-length album in Boston, came out here, realized it wasn't really represent like who we are now. And we've been writing some tunes, and you know, it's been kind of danced on this like accessible. Some people say we're like a prog metal band, but we're not really that prog enough. But maybe we're like a pop rock band, but we're not pop enough. So we're kind of settling into this weird.
Yeah, we like our weird niche that we found.
Yeah,
it's cool because people will tell us. I mean, we get the weirdest comparisons sometimes, but the ones we like we get. Someone told us we sound like Mars Volta mixed with Circuit Survive and Led Zeppelin, and that was really nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
very nice.
That was really nice. But we really like all those bands, and I mean, we're all like '90s, like alt rock and like new metal fans too. Like we all like Korn and System of a Down and like old Deftones and stuff. You know, we like all those bands. Like still a lot.
I guess to answer the question, it's kind of like the influences coming out, and what we've come up with, I think, is taking a more like rock direction, like more straightforward, like heavy riff rock.
Uh-huh.
And there's a lot of stuff we still have to record and get out there. We're really excited. This one's just kind of like a match of a lot of tunes that, you know, we're basically already recorded, but we've been writing some good stuff, and it's starting to take direction. So kind of like the influence taking direction, and that takes time sometimes. You know, we're not trying to sound like somebody. We're not. You know, we're just kind of like doing our own thing. So I guess it's fitting in this, you know, to a lot of tastemakers and stuff like yourself. We might sound different or refreshing, and now we're starting to kind of pick up on a solid sound, and really comes from the musicianship and the influence individually, just kind of that melting pot of, because we write together in the room. It's not just one person just making everything up, telling everybody what we do.
Yeah, everyone's responsible for their own thing.
Yeah, and it's interesting. Like for us, I think we've never been a band that like really tried to fit into like a scene at all. There are bands that are really good at that, and we're not.
I played
so we've always just sort of played the music that we like to play, and it's ended up working out. But yeah, it's definitely our influences are probably pretty obvious too. Just from all the stuff we've probably been listening to since high school.
I played some of your music for my friends, and they're like, oh, is this the group Borns? Have you ever heard that one before, that you guys sound like that, Borns?
Oh, he's really new. Born?
Oh, Born.
Yeah, he's really good. It's like a guy. It's one guy, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, he's really good. He has this like kind of 70s, like John Anderson of Yes type of sound. Really cool. I haven't heard that, but it's a really nice compliment. He's really good. Yeah.
I thought I might tell you, since you brought up that you get such weird comparisons to your music.
Yeah, it's always nice. I mean, when people compare us, because people compare us to a really successful artist. So it's like, all right, it's, you know.
Cool, thanks.
Thank you, yeah. It's like, but yeah, it's kind of, and it's, I like that it doesn't seem to be the same bands over and over again. It seems to be these just weird random bands that we get compared to. Borns is cool though. We haven't heard that yet.
So how does your songwriting process go for you guys? Because most bands, they usually have a little bit different take on writing music compared to every other band out there.
Yeah, ours is really weird. It's really kind of chaotic and very democratic and collaborative. Basically, everyone writes their own part. Usually, the last thing to happen is the vocals and lyrics. Usually, not all the time, but it's some combination of somebody bringing some part in, somebody writing something on top of it. But it's never like, there's not like a single writer who comes in with all the parts. Everyone's kind of responsible for their little chunk.
Yeah, it's like a central idea, like whether it's a beat or a riff or lyrics, melody, it just kind of just bouncing off each other until we come up with something that people enjoy playing but also enjoy listening to. Not just something we want to play because it's challenging and, you know, self-indulgent, but we want something that people can experience as well, but still have that musical aspect to it.
Yeah. That's sort of, I mean, one thing that's, I think, changed about us probably as musicians and writers since graduating from high school to now is that I think that we now really, even though we're all responsible for our own chunk, I think we do a better job now thinking about the whole rather than, I think, you know, when you're first getting good at your instrument, learning your instrument, it's all about the playing and all about sort of, you know, getting really technical and jammy and stuff like that. And I think we've now sort of gotten slightly better sensibilities in terms of like the larger songwriting picture. But yeah, it's always shifting too. Like we'll bring in an idea and we think that we have it down and then we'll play it again. But like, actually we should do this. This weird sort of evolving process. And find, like at some random point we're like, oh yeah, now it's done. But I think that part of the thing that makes us different probably is just the collaborative aspect of it, that there really isn't like a central arranger, writer to do everything. It's like sort of everyone does their own chunk.
So you just released an EP. Is that your first EP that you guys have released?
It is.
Yes.
How was
officially?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the West Coast era. Yeah. So we're like I said, I think we're just really starting to take direction. So it's what we have 6 songs on it. That's 7 songs on it, and yeah, I mean they're all kind of from different writing points out here. There's songs that we didn't record yet that we still want to record but were written before. So I think it's a good representation. I think on our next release, you know, hopefully early next year or something, we'll, you know, get in the studio by the end of the year and start getting those ideas out and really start taking a direction and follow a scene and, you know, hopefully start really building off that from there.
How was the process of recording the EP? I know a lot of bands, they do like just set up a recording studio in a house and record it there, or did you guys actually go to a professional studio to do it?
We went to a professional studio. We actually initially I was going to take my fresh Berkeley education and try and save us some money. We recorded the drums at a really nice, expensive studio called Ocean Studios in Burbank, and then the rest of it I initially recorded at my place and mixed. And then the engineer who's responsible for recording the drums contacted us and was like, listen, I think I can do a better job mixing it. It's good, but I can do a better job. He definitely could. So he offered to do it on spec for us, which is cool. It ended up taking a little while. So we ended up working with somebody else in addition to kind of help finish up the EP. So we're working with 2 different producers on spec, which we're crazy lucky to be able to do. They're both incredibly qualified and awesome people. And so we ended up recording some of the EP at Henson Studios in Hollywood, doing one of them that we did the guitars, some of the guitars at Pink's Guitarist Studio, which is really cool. And then we did just then a bunch at this other producer, this new producer who we met, Jim Kaufman. He has a home studio. So it was all very nicely professionally done.
Yeah, it's real from there, but it took a lot of figuring out and settle into the right group of people. So I feel like we've gotten that out of the way, and we'll be able to push out recording a lot more efficiently with higher quality now. So
yeah, it's always tough to find someone who shares the same vision. You know, especially if they're the ones recording you and producing you, then that's awesome. So.
Yeah, I mean the thing that's weird is like I think for a lot of bands it's a matter of like, especially when bands write music in the studio, then it's like a matter of how do we pull this off live.
Mm-hmm.
And for us it's kind of the opposite. Like we write a lot of stuff in the practice space, and we write everything based off of the performance. And then it's sort of the challenge becomes like capturing that energy in a recorded medium. So it's always a weird challenge, and it's always kind of stressful too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but we got really, really lucky this time around.
How long did it take you guys to finish up the EP and record everything and mix it all?
Man, it was like close to a year, right?
Yeah.
It was a long process.
once we got hooked up with Jim, met him, I mean, things really picked up and took off from there with the guy he mixed it and the people he has working in the studio. So they're a really efficient team and really helped us. Like once we got with them, it only took like a month or so after to
it's fully complete. And Rick Carson too.
Rick Carson, he works out of this amazing studio in Omaha, Nebraska. Mixed 5 of the 7 of the songs, and just incredible dude. Just he has an insanely quick turnaround time, and just does a really, really professional job. So we got lucky. It just, I think, kind of took a while for us to find the right team and the right group of people.
I see on Facebook and all your social media platform pages that you guys are playing a lot of shows. So how is that going for you right now?
It just started. We have a show on the 20th.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the next one.
We have a show on the 20th at the Silver Lake Lounge. We go on at 9. It's been going really well. We just we got a new bass player.
Mm-hmm.
So the challenge has been just catching him up to the mountain of songs that we have. And they're not easy parts for a bass player to play.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just been awesome and like taking all the recordings home and just learning them. So we just played our second show with him. We're going to be playing our 3rd show at Silver Lake, and it's gone awesome. I mean, the cool thing about Los Angeles, especially compared to Boston, is that people really turn out to shows. There's seriously a culture of music here.
Mm-hmm.
I would say more than there is in Boston.
But it's also been a while, and like especially with the internet now, you can do it from anywhere.
You actually can, for sure. It was really just interesting. I think it's just how the interest level here. It was just, and to be fair too, we're playing very different music now than we did in Boston, but there's just a ton of venues out here, and just people genuinely who are real fans of music.
Yeah.
Who listen really
We've
quick.
noticed we get away faster, especially since we put our music video out and it got like some attention. It's been way easier. Like we get a way faster response rate from like people who are booking and like promoters and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If we attach video to the email. So we've been doing that.
So are you guys planning on staying as an independent group, or do you want to eventually sign on to a record label?
I think
It would depend on the details of it all, It's like we know that it's not as glamorous as it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
You sign with a label. I mean, right now it'd be nice if we had like a team of people who can book like good shows, especially regionally. I mean, even nationally would be something we would want to do. That's sort of like our next step.
Like for example,
getting better shows and expanding our fan base.
Yeah, like right now, Chance the Rapper is completely self-managed, everything, and he's extremely successful.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, ideally, you're the labels now. It's not like how it used to be. Now you're kind of looking for we're like management and people to like a booking agency more than like someone who's gonna make you like physical CDs and help you with distribution, because now like you sort of have control of that now with social media.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's definitely just about, I think, sort of what the details of the deal would be. The thing that's so different now than say the 90s or even like 7 years ago is how much is possible independently. You know, just with the internet, what bands are able to do without the help of a label. So I think we're trying right now to see what we can get from building our own infrastructure and just reaching as many people as we can. You know,
everybody we find or want to work with, that we like to approach it. You know, I've been using the word team a lot.
Yeah.
It really is, and you know, everybody who's in the band isn't just in the band. So you really want people that are willing to work with you and bring that to the table as well, like somebody you can work with. So, so I mean, it's a possibility, but yeah, right now it's doing the whole organic approach, I suppose, right now.
Yeah. So do you guys have any last plugs you'd like to get in before I let you guys go?
Just if you're in the LA area, come check us out at 8:45 p.m. at the Silver Lake Lounge on the 20th.
And hopefully soon we'll make it up your way. We just got the new Speed Dial EP out, so check it out on Spotify. Share it if you like it, and hopefully we'll get up soon and
we'll hit up Washington too, for sure.
Yeah, well, hopefully when I'm back home in Orange County, I'll be able to hit up one of your shows in Los Angeles.
All right, awesome. Catherine, thanks so much for having us.
Yeah. Before I let you guys go, can I get you to say the station plug?
Sure.
Okay, so you guys just say, like, we're Convey, and you're listening to KUGR, Cougar College Radio.
Okay.
We're 1, 2, 3. We're Convey, and you're listening to KUGR Radio.
All right, thank you guys so much for coming on.
Thank you for having us. Bye, Catherine.
Bye.
Bye-bye.